League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all too little too late?
Special athletes don't just play the game, they redefine it. And right now, Caitlin Clark is standing at that exact moment. The buzz is that the brand new unrivaled Women's Basketball League is lining up a jaw-dropping offer, something on the scale of Lionel Messi's historic soccer deal. Their vision? To launch with Clark as the face of the entire league. With its flashy 3-on-3 format and sky-high ambitions, Unrivaled wants to be the future of women's basketball. And they are betting big that Caitlin Clark is the one to make it happen.
This, to me, is another reason why Caitlin Clark needs to flee the WNBA. It's a political organization. They're not serious about business. They don't care about traditional sports fans. It's a little cult that puts out little political statements. Everybody wears vote t-shirts. They don't care about making money. They don't care really about building up this league and making it profitable. They're a charity. She needs to flee the WNBA and start her own league in this
side club. It has just been reported today that Caitlin Clark could receive a Lionel Messi-like offer to play in Unrivaled startup 3-on-3 league, which is a full court.
If this sounds familiar, that's because it is. The way Unrivaled is chasing Caitlin Clark mirrors how Inter Miami went after Lionel Messi. Back in 2025, a standard paycheck wasn't enough to lock in the world's most famous player. So Miami came back with a one-of-a-kind package, $150 million, partial team ownership, plus a long list of perks and incentives. Apple even joined the deal, pledging revenue sharing from its MLS season pass. In other words, this wasn't just a contract. It was a cultural takeover. And Unrivaled is clearly taking notes.
League has 26 of their 30 players already, and they have been announcing players for the past 3 months. And there has been speculation throughout the entire WNBA season if Caitlin Clark would be joining Unrivaled in the offseason. Caitlin Clark is needed for this league. It should be one of their main goals is to get her to play in the league no matter what that costs, no matter what that.
Here's why this all makes sense. Caitlin Clark isn't just popular, she's market gold. Sports Pro out of London recently ranked her the 4th most marketable athlete in the world, one spot ahead of Messi himself. Think about that. The startup league reportedly wants to lock her in with a groundbreaking offer, a salary that could push close to $1 million for less than 3 months of play, plus equity in the league and a slice of revenue sharing. For a rookie who's already rewriting the playbook, this is next-level leverage.
Lisa Collier, who is one of the founders of Unrivaled, had this to say about Caitlin Clark. She said, "It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these teams, people are having to move their venues when she comes to play, and she's getting paid like $75,000 a year. She should be one of the top paid players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing." And I'm glad that a WNBA player is finally saying this out loud, admitting to it, because it has been so clear for so many people the Caitlin Clark effect that she has had on the WNBA this.
The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and if she signs, it could do for Unrivaled exactly what Messi did for MLS. Ticket sales? Up. TV ratings? Sky high. Advertisers? Flooding in. We've already seen her move the needle in the WNBA, and now TNT Sports is lined up as Unrivaled's broadcast partner, waiting for that same magic. Now, let's talk money. A $1 million short-term payday might not touch NBA stars like LeBron James, who's banking $48.7 million this season, but compared to Clark's current Indiana Fever salary of just $76,535, it's a massive upgrade. For context, AJA Wilson pulls in about $249,000, while Steph Curry is sitting on $55.8 million with the Warriors. But here's the kicker, Clark's real income is already off the court. Between her $28 million Nike deal and sponsorships with Gatorade, Bic, State Farm, Bose, and more, she's set. Still, there's something powerful about being directly valued by the league you play in, and that's exactly what Unrivaled is putting on the table.
Do I think Caitlin Clark should join Unrivaled? I'm not so sure. I think that the money needs to be high. It needs to be in the millions. It needs to be at least what Cube offered her for the big 3 at minimum. And even with that, Caitlin Clark doesn't need any money. She has plenty of endorsement deals. I think she is totally fine. And I think for her body and for her mental health, it might not be the best thing.
Here's where things get interesting. Caitlin could easily spend her off-season doing commercials, brand shoots, or just relaxing. She's earned it. But Unrivaled is dangling something different. Serious money, equity, and the chance to compete against elite players. That's not a side hustle, that's legacy. The league, co-founded by Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, has promised its 30-player roster the highest average salaries in women's sports history. We're talking six-figure base pay plus equity shares, with compensation tailored to each player's star power and reach. Translation? The bigger your influence, the bigger your check. And let's be real, nobody's hotter right now than Caitlin Clark. With names like Chelsea Gray and Angel Reese already signed on, the roster is stacked, but Clark is the crown jewel. Add in the WNBA Players Union opting out of its current CBA this week, demanding better pay and treatment, and suddenly Unrivaled looks like the perfect disruptor. Their Miami launch in January 2025 couldn't be more strategic. 8 weeks of basketball, sunshine instead of Iowa winters, and a platform built around star power. The question is, does Caitlin want to play disruptor, too?
Here's the issue with the WNBA, and I'm going to repeat a mantra. It is the most unlikable league and culture in all of sports, by far. And I'm talking from the players, to some of the ownership, to all the media members, to the podcasters, to those who defend it. It's the most unlikable league in the whole wide world. And this is just another piece of evidence to support that statement.
And if Caitlin Clark does choose to walk away, the real question becomes, is Unrivaled the answer she's been waiting for?
I don't care how much money. They can offer Caitlin Clark $100 million, and I would tell her to stay away from this Unrivaled 3-on-3. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a bad look for women's basketball. It's going to hurt their momentum. It's not even a real thing. It's something to pacify them, to make the women think, hey, you know what? I need to keep going along with this crap WNBA league that has poor leadership and doesn't know how to become profitable, so we can get paid. They want to get paid for just whining and complaining and saying we deserve it rather than earning it. They could earn it if they started a rival.
Because let's be real, if Caitlin Clark bounces, the WNBA takes a major hit. The league won't crumble overnight, but the impact would be undeniable. She's the one filling arenas, breaking TV records, and dragging women's basketball into the global spotlight. Yet, the WNBA still treats her like just another rookie. That disconnect? It could be exactly what pushes her toward a league willing to make her its centerpiece.
Not only would she be financially secure if that deal is legitimate, I would like to see the WNBA for at least one season without her. Because you keep saying it's about the league. You keep saying it's about other people too. It's not just about one person. I'd actually like to see.
So, here's the million-dollar question. Could the WNBA even survive without Caitlin Clark? Or would her exit signal the beginning of a new era? The timing is wild. Just as reports of Unrivaled's blockbuster offer dropped, The Fever posted a video of Clark grinding through workouts, saying she's just scratching the surface. Fans immediately started speculating. Is she getting ready for another WNBA run, or prepping for something entirely new? Make no mistake, Caitlin isn't just another star. She's the reason women's basketball is exploding right now. If she joins Unrivaled, it would instantly legitimize the league, boost TNT's ratings, and attract massive sponsors. They've already locked in a multi-year deal with TNT, True TV, and Maximum. Now imagine Caitlin Clark front and center. Who does she link up with? A dream pairing with Kelsey Plum? A shocking alliance with Angel Reese? Or maybe she builds the first true super team in women's basketball. Whatever happens, one thing's crystal clear. The ball is officially in Caitlin Clark's court.